Bitcoin continued to see some volatility yesterday with a bit of a move to the upside and a pull to the downside. In today's video, we're going to be jumping into the technical analysis on Bitcoin, where I'll be sharing my thoughts and opinions as to kind of where I think the price action is heading. As I get into today's video, smash that like button if you're new, subscribe, and let's jump right down into it. So here we have Bitcoin paired up with USDT. We're on the 1-day Binance chart here with this one, and we can see a reasonable amount of volatility, right? So we did tap up into that higher range. We're looking at this being our rejection to the downside. We started this move to the upside, and then we finished off right here, finding support at the moment on the 50 SMA and the 50 EMA, the yellow and blue lines just coming through the chart here. Okay, at the moment we are progressing up here a little ways, but to me it looks like we're kind of reaching those area of kind of exhaustion, so upper area of resistance right now as well, as we can kind of see right in here. If I pull this across, you can see that's currently where we're facing a little bit of resistance coming in at 60,984 to 61,114. That is the particular area of interest. Now, to me, this still looks like we should be thinking about a move to the downside, but that could change if we do get into a swing high. So we'll be keeping a close eye on the market for that. Okay, so nothing to really kind of note at this stage for Bitcoin. I'm not going to be going long, and I'm probably not thinking of going short until we have confirmation of a reason to go short. So for the most part on the hourly chart, it kind of just continues to grow the way that it has been for the last little kind of week or so. Okay, now what is interesting, of course, is we are still waiting for some higher highs to come in on some closed positions on the large time frames, but here on the 1 hour, not looking that great. We're heading to overbought, so we are looking for a bit of a move to the downside on the 1 hour time frame. So yeah, our stochastic RSIs are up there quite high along with the daily now. If we turn off the stochastic and bring on the relative strength index, you can see also momentum has shifted to the upside at the minute. Interesting to see whether or not we can hold this interested range of a kind of trend line here, and so still a little bit of upward momentum available on some of those timeframes, but yeah, I'm still thinking that we are likely to see Bitcoin pull to the downside. Volume wise, volumes are of course decreasing even as we push up here, so it shows weakness into this move, overlapping candlesticks as well. So yeah, I expect rejection and a bit of a move to the downside. Okay, so the 1 hour time frame is looking a little bit on the bearish side, but interestingly enough, we've seen a lot of liquidity being extracted from the market during these kind of major pump and dump movements. So obviously these swing highs, these swing lows that we see constantly occurring, we find ourselves in kind of a repeating scenario where essentially liquidity is being extracted from the market. I've been talking about that for a while now though. Let's go ahead and roll this up into a daily time frame. Yesterday we were talking about that trade idea on the daily time frame, which essentially was to enter into a short position when we got to the 61,580 level, stop loss at 62,897, and take profit down here at the 56,750. So yeah, it's in profit at the minute, this trade idea. It's one that we did move down quite nicely into yesterday, but obviously nowhere near the target range just yet. And of course, tight stop loss higher than the previous swing high is going to be critically important. So it'll be interesting to see whether or not, Bitcoin can actually go down into this targeted range, or whether or not it kind of breaks out of its structure. Right now we're in profit, which is looking good. No major concerns there. We are of course seeing decreased volumes as we push up here, so I'm still expecting more volatility. If we actually come into our volumes, turn those off and bring on the stochastic, you can see the stochastic RSI is overbought on the daily time frame, so it is going to be looking for a move to the downside in my opinion, but it isn't necessarily ready on the 8 hour and 4 hour time frames, that kind of stuff. Turn that off, bring on the divergence indicator, just hovering around the mid levels, nothing crazy to note there, no divergences. So yeah, I still just look at the price action of BTC here through the idea that yeah, we're still unfortunately in bearish positionings, and unless we can get a close position above that 50 and 200 day EMAs, so 50 EMA and 50 SMA, then I just don't think we're going to get that break to the upside just yet. I do think it is going to be coming, but I'm just looking for this move to the downside before we get there. So it'll be interesting to see how that one plays out for BTC on this kind of medium time frame. Some people, you can let me know in the comments below, but I imagine some people will disagree with me in terms of where I think BTC could potentially be heading. But you can let me know. On the kind of smart money concept side of things on the daily time frame, Again, not much to kind of note, very much the same as we were before. We're still in a bearish structure, hasn't changed on the daily time frame. So we have a weak low, strong high. So yeah, everything still looks like we are to push down another time here on Bitcoin before we start to think about bigger surges to the upside. So yeah, it's all looking good. On the weekly time frame, again, we're actually in very bullish times. So as we can kind of see here, this is all just a nice consolidation range before we get into those bigger lifts to the upside. We are looking for new all-time highs. We are looking for six-figure BTC, and I do think it is likely to come. It's just a matter of kind of being patient and waiting for it to kind of play its course. I'm looking for 130 to 135k Bitcoin by kind of the peak of the bull market in 2025. Now, guys, you can, of course, if I find the right button, you guys, of course, can let me know what your thoughts are on all of this in the comments down below. And guys, you go and let me know what your thoughts are on all of this in the comments down below. Where do you think Bitcoin is heading on the short, medium, and long term? Let me know. Really interested to gauge everyone's opinions. Guys, as I finish off today's video, make sure you check out my second channel for the Cardano technical analysis. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you all in the next one.